What are the most effective closing techniques for high ticket roofing projects?
I don't know. That's kind of a little bit of a strange question. I mean, the most effective thing we do is just follow up. I mean, we don't do a high pressure sale. We're not trying to do a quick close. The only technique we really use is a pre-close. And that seems to work pretty well in a higher ticket environment. And a pre-close, for those that don't know, basically what we do is we've give our whole speech, we've answered every question, assuming that they're happy with the presentation, we're going to the truck to write the quote. The pre-close is, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, is there anything other than price that is going to keep you from hiring my roofing company? They should say, no, that's all I'm looking for. That's the pre-close. So you just teed it up. And now they feel like they're now have some skin in the game, right? Because now they love you, they love the presentation, they love the product that you're selling them. They just need to love the price. So that's about the only technique we use as far as a true sales technique for those situations.
I mean, I think that's super powerful. The Yeah, that's not a small thing. I think you're getting that subconscious agreement from the homeowner. And then it's very hard because people naturally want to be consistent. People try to be consistent. So when they say one thing, they do subconsciously try to honor that. Not they don't always, but if they say nope, it's just like if the price is reasonable, then we're gonna do it. Then when you come back and they don't immediately sign, you can go to them, right? And you can say, okay, was this price not what you expected? And then and then there's very little room for them to come back with something else because they've already agreed that that's it. So then it just kind of narrows down like the what you are going to discuss with them.
So just the reason I know this works is because a year and a half ago, I had an in ground electric dog fence company come to my house because I got a big farm and I got some dogs, right? I wanted to keep them in my field. I don't want them like in the neighbor's field. So, which is a long ways away, but still, I wanted to keep them close. So, anyhow, they give a great presentation. They go through the whole spiel. Product's fantastic. I know it works. Like I've done my research. They've explained it well enough too. But the guy literally asked me, says, "Is there anything other than price that's going to keep you from pulling the trigger? Is there, you know?" And he asked a couple other little things like, "Is there another party, you know, wife, whatever, involved in making this decision?" I'm like, "No, I can make this decision." You know, sure as shit, he's got me on the hook because I knew what I needed to be budget wise. He came in inside of the budget. It's not like I could use the excuse, well, let me wait for my wife to get home. No, I just told him that I don't need my wife's permission to make this. You know what I mean? So as soon as I did that, I realized that pre-closed system, it does work. And because I bought on the spot, I literally bought. So it is an effective tool. You just got to be careful, in my opinion, not to be too high pressure with it. It's more so just to, hey, I want to make sure that the presentation I just gave you crossed and checked every box. Did I answer every question? Did I offer you the warranties that you want? Did I offer you the product, the service, the customer service? Are we good? Because now I'm going to give you the last piece, and that's the price.
Yeah. No, that makes the yeah, it makes sense. And you also open the door for them to say if there's something else that concern them. Where it's like,
Absolutely. You
you
get to answer that
know,
question.
yeah, in order to answer that question, like it's um yeah, you they can come back and they can say, well, I am worried about this. And then you have that opportunity to address that and or like build that into your quote where you specifically address that.
Yep.
What is like when you guys use that, is there something that you guys do here other than just yes? What
It's almost always yes. Yeah, they're almost always ready to pull the trigger other than price. And honestly, we use it every time. That's part of our sales pitch. Let me say this. They're supposed to do it every time. A lot of our customers are price shopping, period. So I mean, even if they say you checked every freaking box on the list, you hand them a price, you know what they say? I'm going to get a couple other prices just to make sure.
Yep.
So this is not a foolproof plan here, but it does initiate that skin in the game for the customer. They've committed to you a little bit, and it gets their mind in that direction. So it works, but again, economy's tough right now. So everybody's getting multiple quotes. Nobody's pulling the trigger with the first guy. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very rare right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense.